Brian Lara comes to the crease now. He's come in the fall of the captain of the West Indies, his wicket. Carl Hooper is gone. Two more to Shandapal.
Well, I think he tried to bowl an off-cutter, but it seemed to bounce a little bit and hurry on. And it's no good saying he was surprised by the ball. I mean, we're now into the 4th day, and those watching the telecast should know as much as the players that this pitch has been a little bit unpredictable in bounce. So you get some that scoot low, some bounce a bit, some hurry on. So you've got to keep your wits about you and play with a bit of common sense and a bit of caution.
Big appeal and given out. Umpire Venkat says that's out. Nicky Boyer has struck for South Africa. He was on the back foot. It didn't turn a great deal, but would it have hit the leg stump?
It was a sort of indeterminate shot. He didn't really play positively at it. If we watch it carefully, he sort of feels for it rather than plays at it. And we always tell youngsters, you know, be positive in defence or attack. Don't be indecisive. He's going to go forward, then he plays back, and it's sort of a nothing shot. He's fairly well back. You might say he's turning, but that's not the worst LBW he'll ever get in his life in Test cricket. 89 for 4.
Ramnaresh Sarwan, the new batsman. West Indies at 89 for 4 as the 20-year-old comes to the crease, makes his mark as Shandapal does, man who's just left the crease. A long way back, hit the inside of the pad, and I reckon, yeah, that hits leg and middle.
Yes, the ball did turn a lot, but it doesn't have very far to travel when he hits him.
Good shot, very good shot indeed. Well, that is good shot selection. He's defended stoutly, and when it's overpitched, take 4.
Watch the stride on this. This is what made the shot here. Big stride forward. So if he doesn't get right to the pitch, look at that stride, fantastic big stride. If you don't get right to the pitch of the ball with its turning and maybe stopping, you scoop it, and he's hit that. That did turn. You could see it turn there. Wow, it's a fabulous shot.
There's an appeal, but surely he wasn't anywhere near that. No, nowhere near.
Well, it looked as if he was going to play it and then decided not to, and the ball just went on to the pad.
Closer than we thought. Well, that's beaten everything, or has it? Didn't come off the pad. No, it's an edge. 4 runs to Lara. Mark Boucher shakes his head. And that's 100 up for the West Indies. 101 for 4.
Deft shot by Brian Lara, and that will run away for a boundary. First boundary of the morning. Good shot. During the South African innings. He's caught it well. That's gone away for 4. Super shot by Ramnaresh Sarwan. Caught away in the air. Another boundary for Ramnaresh Sarwan. That was a superb shot. Just waited on it, punched it into the gap.
Not too much wrong with this pitch today.
Runs. It's a short side. It will go all the way. And the crowd are on their feet. It's tense cricket here. 138 for 4. Lara 20. Sarwan 26. 49 run partnership. Edged. Has it? Yes, Solid gone. The breakthrough for South Africa. Pollock has struck.
And all that was, Michael, was change the bowling, wasn't it? Nothing had happened, and he was right, Sean Pollock. Change the bowling. I bet when we see that, it was a fairly straightish delivery. Maybe a touch wide. So you don't have to bowl magic balls all the time. You just have to use your nous. When nothing's happening, change the bowling. Played quite well as star one. Just sort of held its line, and it fairly straight ball, a touch wide, and he's gone. Well, it's a big wicket for South Africa. 138 for 5.
In the air and out. Just stopped on Lily Jacobs a bit, and Pollock, in 1 over, has taken 2 wickets, and West Indies now in deep, deep trouble.
Well, you saw perfectly there why I was saying on the pitch report it's difficult to play attacking shots. The ball is hitting some rough there. No doubt at all, that stopped on him, and that's why attacking shots are fraught with danger. Yeah, it is. You get 1, you get 2 in Test cricket more often than not. Little off-cutter, receptive, did him in a little bit early. Oh, that's a little cuckoo catch, but it's clever bowling from Sean Pollock. 138 for 6.
It's been fascinating stuff this morning. I've got Jeff Boycott alongside me. Jeff, before we talk about the cricket, I thought we were in the UK this morning first up when we arrived here.
When the rain, yeah, I think it softened the ball and it also deadened the pitch a bit. It was nothing like the spiteful jumping and lifting ball that we saw last night. So it made batting quite a bit easier. But I think also the South Africans didn't manoeuvre the right batsman against the bowlers they wanted. Lara hardly faced Nicky Boye, and only when he did later on and had to play with the ball out of the footholes did he struggle.
He has played pretty well this morning, though, hasn't he? And he's always a threat.
Yeah, he is, but you got him at the wrong end. Let's face facts. You don't seem to have any idea about how to handle spinners. You haven't had any great spinners, have you, in South Africa? Pat Simcox was quite decent, but when? Since Huey Tayfield, I should think. You haven't had too many that bowl sides out or look like bowling sides out. You've had great seamers, all-rounders, good batsmen. You haven't had any great spinners, so you don't understand the nuances of how to bowl them, how to get the right batsman facing the spinner you want him to face. And that is a part of captaincy, the art with the captain and the bowler of manoeuvring the fielders. Just think before lunch, Lara should have been out, caught off Nicky Boye out of footholes, behind square on the leg side. Pollock was saving 1 single. You had a bat and pad, but you didn't have 1 catching behind. And you have to grasp these opportunities. You might still win. I think you will. But you just make it harder for yourself because you don't understand how to set fielders for spinners.
OK, Jeff, let's talk about a young player who shows a lot of promise. What do you think of Sarwan?
I think quite a good player. I think he looks to have a good technique. He plays nicely, a good stride forward, a big stride, so he gets very close to the ball to kill it. Plays back nicely, he looks to have some nice shots. What he needs now is experience, and he'll gain with maturity. And if he's anything upstairs, he'll learn from, for instance, making a mistake, which we all do, or all did, but don't make the same mistake twice. He hooked twice and got out in this series. Now he's got to say to himself, hey, once is human, twice is stupid, and third time I'm not going to get picked. So that's the brutal truth of Test match cricket. And if he's got that sort of mind, can adjust and learn, he looks as if he's going to be quite a good player.
He was there for some time this morning before he just nicked one off Sean Pollock.
Yeah, it was a little bit wide, there's no doubt about it, and he was a little bit late. If you actually saw, as he plays the ball, the heel is coming down, but he hasn't got the foot down. And he's late, you see. And what you're supposed to do when you're batting is get your foot on next to the line of the ball so the bat can come in on the line. And you're supposed to get your foot down just before you play the ball, not be coming down as you play it, or else you're a touch late.
Now, Sean Pollock had a good over, of course, got rid of Sarwan, and then 2 wickets in 4 balls. Clever bowling to Ridley Jacobs.
Clever bowling and unsmart cricket was that. My goodness me. A few minutes to go till lunch. They just lost a wicket. All he should have been thinking about was blocking it, isn't it? And he's sort of giving it a firm push almost, a push drive. And so it just lobs up in the air. He got deceived by the sort of off-cutter that Pollock bowled. But he shouldn't have been forcing it, should he? He's seen how his two partners have played this morning. Lara, his two colleagues, and Sauna got out. They played defensively, steadily, and there he is trying to play a sort of half-attacking shot. Not smart cricket.
Jeff, quickly, your prediction. What's going to happen this afternoon?
Oh, I think South Africa will win. I'll be very surprised. They still have the new ball to come if they don't get anything before the new ball. And Lara's the only one that can hang on. While he stays in, he'll give the other tail enders a bit of confidence. So you want to be bowling Nicky Boyer as much as possible at Lara and trying to get him out and stop him getting a single away. He's getting too many singles on the offside to get away down the other end. You need another man on the offside to stop him. And it doesn't matter if he hits an odd boundary. You're still in the box seat to win.
OK, Jeff, thanks very much for your thoughts. The players are ready. We're going to cross the commentators. We've got Viv Richards alongside Tony Cozier.
A dressing room in disarray. Would have loved to have seen maybe a few more of those clouds.
Well, fractionally short, and Lara puts it away. First really bad one that Lara has got since lunch. It was short. He's gone. Bat and pad catch. The appeal went up. First of all, Pollock appealing for the leg before, and then the catch taken at silly point. So McGarrell goes for 6, another wicket for South Africa, and another wicket for Captain Marvel, Sean Pollock.
You are correct with your call here, Tony. Initially, I think the first appeal went up for leg before. Then realizing there was a little inside edge. We'll have that. That's what I think Sean Pollock says. Eddie Nichols agrees.
So Neil McGarrell, 7th wicket down for the West Indies, 155 for 7 as McGarrell goes for 6.
Got hold of that one, has he? No, just over the top, 4 runs. Great effort by Herschel Gibbs in the end. Wasn't too far away from it, that's for sure. Not the first time that Lara's played that shot, but he gets a boundary. He's hit it in the air for 6. Lovely shot, right out of the ground. Almost one-handed.
A little bit of support from a close friend of Brian Lara. His young lady. The smile as well. Short delivery again from Boyer. Just top hand coming off the bat, but he got a lot of bat onto it.
Herschel Gibbs will just be the single. That shot reminded me a bit of Viv Richards in his heyday. Just a bit of a one-handed swipe. Beautiful shot. He knew there's a fieldsman down there in that region, and he was always going to hit it a long way over his head.
Shown the commitment and the skill to bat on a very, very under testing conditions.
Could be gone. I think it might be. Yes, it is. Mervyn Dillon has gone. Just the nod of the head there from Venkat. So Nicky Boyer struck again to one that turns, but importantly, bounced a great deal. And the wives enjoyed that, and the girlfriends.
One of these, Jeffrey Boycott indicated, was always likely to happen. Turn and bounce. Dillon had to play, took the shoulder of the bat out of the glove, and Darrell Cullinan, look at him, he's happy because he's got a simple one. He's held on to it, but it spun, bounced, just taking the thumb to the glove. Cullinan doesn't have much work to do. He senses the end is there, but Mervyn Dillon is back in the pavilion. He's gone for 176 for 8. Because it'll be a bit of a handful for Dinanath Ramnarine against Nicky Boyer into those footholds.
He's gone again, and I think he's gone for 4 more. Yes, he has. A very good shot from Brian Lara, and also brings up his 50. He has played exceptionally well today.
Everyone's happy. Bulls.
Another good shot for 6. Fairly flat that time. It's not the biggest of boundaries, but he's pumped it over the ropes.
That's a glorious cover drive. Magnificent shot. Against the spin. Right leg right out to the ball.
Yeah, he was a little bit full and wide, but what he's done is Brian Lara, he's played cautiously, very steady. Got the feel of the pitch and the turn and the pace of it by surviving, just knocking off ones. Yep, I thought that's what would happen. 6 more. As soon as you bring the man in, 4, was it just dropped in front? As soon as you bring the man in to try and keep him on strike, he's going to whack it over the top. See, that ball's too straight. He's going to get outside that and whip it to the onside. If you're going to try and stop him scoring, you've got to get it into that rough patch. Those bowlers' footmarks make it hard for him to manoeuvre the ball. Short, 4 more. That's a long, that's 6. Before he hit it, you knew that was going somewhere. That's tiredness, that's purely tiredness. Get the new ball on. 2:15 for 8.
And it'll be Boyer in the commentary box. Mike Hazeman, and with him, Sir Viv Richards.
Down the track, and he's gone again. 6 more. Brilliant stuff from Brian Lara. Outstanding stuff. Very, very entertaining. So some terrific batting in the middle from Brian Lara. We've seen some very, very good catching so far in this series as well. Some on the park and some off the park. Wendell Pemberton took a beauty in the first innings. It really was a fine catch in the first innings, and Wendell Pemberton has grabbed himself another one, we think.
Lobber.
100 runs exactly to win now. So a solid 4 defence there from Brian Lara. Now let's have a look. Wendell Pemberton, has he caught another one? Oh, he's done it again. It's a great catch. It's a beauty again. That's his second specky for the match, Viv.
You can say that he was strategically placed, and you look at that, he's sending a signal, in my view, to the West Indies team, maybe to those guys who ain't catching that well. He's saying that's the way you do it, my man. I tell you something, he knows about his field's placing, I tell you.
Yeah, he's got himself in the right spot, that's for sure. So a single off the last ball of the over. Brian Lara retains the strike. 224 for 8, 99 to win. All of those wickets today. It's gone over the top, and there is someone down there. No, 4 more. Didn't quite carry. Lance Klusner it was. Brian Lara moves to 90.
Yes, I think, yes, there was some width out there, and I think Brian Lara came up with the uppercut just short of land.
Through that region. Certainly brought the crowd to life, that's for sure. Well, that's popped a bit, and it could be out. Yes, it is. Neil McKenzie has caught him for the second time in the match. That one just stopped a bit. Chuck Callis has done the damage, and Brian Lara goes for 91. And the West Indies are now 9 down. And McCarantini is ecstatic.
Yes, yes. He's going to go and give him a big kiss now. Kiss him now. You say, well done. Thank you for putting me out of my misery. Those are the sort of stuff I think he must be saying. But I can tell you something. You just spoke about the fact Brian Lara haven't driven at all that much in this particular innings. Wasn't there to be driven. I think he tried to hit it from the up for some reason, hit pretty high up on the bat. Mackenzie again taking an easier catch this time. Well played, Brian. I think he would have been pretty happy. Maybe a little bit disappointed with the way in which it ended. But that's all I think he can do at this moment. He's only a man. Well tried, I think.
2:29 for 9.